And now we move on to the presentation of another award and the introduction of our commencement speaker. And she didn't even know she was receiving an award. India Pierce Lee graduated with the MSSA in 2005. She is Program Director for Neighborhoods, Housing, and Community Development at the Cleveland Foundation. She oversees the Foundation's Greater University Circle Initiative, a unique multi-institutional anchor-based partnership with Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland Clinic, University Hospitals, the City of Cleveland, and philanthropic and nonprofit organizations engaged in catalytic projects to revitalize neighborhoods that include transportation, wealth building and economic inclusion, employer-assisted housing, and community engagement. It's a big project. Prior to joining the Cleveland Foundation, India served as Senior Vice President of Programs at Neighborhood Progress, Inc., Senior Program Director with the Northeast Ohio Local Initiative Support Corporation, Director of the Empowerment Zone with the City of Cleveland's Department of Economic Development, and Executive Director of Mount Pleasant Now Development Corporation. Early in her career, she worked as an air traffic control specialist, so she can deal with pressure. In 2009, India completed the prestigious Loeb Fellowship from the Graduate School of Design at Harvard University. She spent 10 months on the Harvard campus studying best practices in neighborhood revitalization with a special interest in sustainability. India has been recognized for outstanding service to Cleveland throughout her career, including receiving keys to the City of Cleveland from former Mayor Michael White and the City of Dallas-Fort Worth by former Mayor Jewel Woods. In January 2012, she was appointed by Mayor Frank Jackson to the City of Cleveland's Civil Service Commission. In 2011, she was named one of Crane's Cleveland Business Women of Note. India earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Management from Cleveland's Dyke College. She's a proud graduate of the Mandel School, where she was a Community Development Program student and also a Lewis Stokes Fellow. Other organizations where she provides her invaluable volunteer time and talent include Evergreen Cooperative Cooperation Board, of which she is a founding member, and she serves on the visiting committee of our school. In 2013, she received the prestigious 2013 Cleveland Southern Christian Leadership Conference Award for community service. On a personal note, India is a loyal Clevelander, living in the Glenville neighborhood where she and her husband Peter both grew up. She loves to relax by cooking and baking for family, friends, and colleagues. She related to me that when she cooks a batch of cookies for people at work, it's at least 150 cookies. All right, so India, we have a visiting committee meeting coming up soon. I'm expecting some of those famous cookies. She even owns a 1948 Nash, which her husband bought her for her birthday last year. Obviously, she believes in Cleveland and sustainability and great neighborhoods. Therefore, for her outstanding contributions to the social work profession, the community, and the Mandel School, it's my great pleasure to honor India Pierce Lee today with the 2014 Distinguished Alumna Award from the Jack, Joseph, and Morton Mandel School of Applied Social Sciences.
Dean Gilmore is always full of surprises. I'm really humbled, and it's just a blessing and an honor. And there's so many of you here that I see in the crowd here that I've worked with over the years. Dr. Yankee, Larry, Dr. Milliken, so many. And those that went on before, like Dr. Art Napperstack and others. It's a blessing and honor to stand here today. And again, I am truly humbled. And it's an exciting moment for each one of you. And I know I'm the reason that's standing between you and that diploma. So I promise you I'll be brief. Again, thank you, Dean Gilmore, for your leadership here at the school and the team that you have that has continued to create the best education for those that come through these doors. I also want to thank Dr. Barbara Snyder for her incredible vision for the university, and to say thank you again for this year's President's Award for Visionary Achievement that was awarded to our CEO, Ron Richard, and the Cleveland Foundation. The foundation is celebrating our 100th birthday, and we have been learning about the first century of the foundation's turning passion into purpose. This is so apropos for why we are here today. It was only 9 years ago that I sat where you were, a very proud graduate of this school, now known as the Jack, Joseph, and Morton Mandel School of Applied Social Sciences, a mouthful. Even more special is being a Louis Stokes Fellow and having grown up knowing the legendary congressman and to be able to witness his work and the gifts he has left behind for others nationally and locally. I've also had the opportunity to work with Morton Mandel and witness the legacy he and his brothers have left to Cleveland. What that has done for me is to watch and learn how important it is that no matter where you are in your journey, the importance of giving back to others. And from what I understand, this is the best class ever. Is that right? All right. And there's some very, very talented individuals here, which we've seen already today. So today, let me take you on a brief journey along the road I call life. And I want to share with you for a few minutes a few thoughts that I hope will be of encouragement, but realizing it represents my journey and that it will be different for each one of you. As a person of deep faith and someone that believes that God continually guides my path, I have been blessed throughout this journey to have so many opportunities to explore, learn, grow, share, but more importantly, serve. I can get up every day knowing I work at an organization that has individuals that don't think about their position just as a job, but they're passionate, dedicated, and committed to making a difference in our community. Having worked in Cleveland's neighborhoods for over 25 years, I have been able to learn that no matter where you sit in life, you can do something to make life better and change the lives of others. I have learned to embrace life's moments and to use what I have been given in the little space I occupy to do as much as I can while I can. And that's important because no matter where you sit right now, your journey is going to be long. You're going to be lifelong learners. Some of you might think you know everything right now. Believe me, you'll be learning forever. As you think about your aspirations for the future, what are you really passionate about? What are the one or two things that wake you up and get you energized to do something that will be of service to others? What do you need in order to take what you are most passionate about in life and make it your life's purpose? Now, there are some of you who might say that you shouldn't have a passion, that your passion will find you, that it's too soon for you to know what your passion is. But who's really to say? What I do know, if you don't have that spark in your heart, if you don't have the gumption to get up and take action, if you don't have the drive, the faith and perseverance to thrive, then why are you here on this journey? Now, there are some of you that already have charted your course along the path and you know exactly what your passion is. There are some of you that have an idea, kinda, of the route you want to take along the path, but not sure which one of many directions you will go and where your passion is. And then there are a few of you that will move along and take whichever path that comes your way, and you will be passionate about that course. I think I'm one of those kind of people. And it's okay, because there are many paths to take along the road to get where you want to go. To take the passion, you have to run with it. As Dean Gilmore said as we were coming over here, let's do it. Yes, your passion will find you, and as you mature and grow, your passion and purpose may grow. It will evolve, it will give even change. But if you are true to yourself and you really care about others and the impact you will have, that passion will come out. It will be nurtured and it will be infectious. You will know when it is there, when you feel that fire in your belly, when you have that desire to keep going no matter how hard it gets, because there is an end game. But also be cognizant that these things will change along the way, and most of the changes will be good. But every now and then, you're going to hit a bump in the road. And it's going to be a bump you didn't expect. It is how you handle that bump in the road that will determine your ultimate destination. Don't get discouraged. Pick yourself up, keep moving, because you are not on the journey alone. It is the bumps in the road that will become those teachable moments in your life. One of my favorite sayings when things just don't go the way I expect, this too shall pass. You might ask, how did I find my passion? Well, I've always been one of those people to take different paths. I always worked hard no matter what I was doing. When I went from being an air traffic controller fired by the President of the United States, by the way, to banking and back to air traffic, and then one day a councilman asked me to come and work at a community development corporation, CDC, not Center for Disease Control, as some would think, to build new houses in the Mount Pleasant neighborhood. And when I told him I didn't know anything about it, he said, "You will learn." And that is where my journey really began. That's when I realized I could do something much greater, working in the community and knowing that we were touching the lives of individuals and helping those most in need. From there to where I am today, still working in our neighborhoods, working with extraordinary individuals from major institutions and organizations like Case Western Reserve, Cleveland Clinic, university hospitals, the city of Cleveland, and yes, our CDCs. But what I've learned from the years of experience that no matter how small or large an institution or organization may be, there are caring, passionate individuals within these organizations who care about making change. And it is your job to figure out as you start your careers, not only to find these types of individuals, but for you to be one of those individuals. And please, no matter how tough things may get, don't lose your desire. Don't become lackadaisical. When you start working in organizations where sometimes people just show up and don't really care, think about how you can be the change agent and be the ray of sunlight when you are dealing with individuals and families that are struggling. Don't put everyone in the same basket and treat people with the same respect you would want if you were in their situation. This is where you can be an inspiration to others. Use your passion that will ultimately have a real purpose for you in life. And don't always look to be recognized. Just do it. Remember the 8 competencies, the ability-based learning environment? That's right. They have been embedded in your coursework as social workers. But also as individuals, you should reflect back periodically to apply them to your personal and professional life. As you grow and learn, these competencies will have a deeper meaning. So remember to be reflective. Don't ever stop advocating for social, economic, and environmental justice. Apply social work practice at the highest level. Uphold the values and ethics, which are even more important in today's society. Integrate cultural, economic, and global diversity but continue to think critically, communicate effectively, and continue to develop yourself as a leader. You will meet so many people from so many diverse backgrounds, cultures, and beliefs who will help you travel that road to fulfill your passion. Some will be very visible in your life, and others will be quietly behind the scenes pushing you along. And you should not forget them. Embrace the moments, embrace those around you. And whether you realize it or not, you'll never walk alone. As you progress through this life, and make outstanding achievements, it is good to still be open to new ideas, be willing to be bold and take risks. But of course, make sure they're the right risks. Don't do the wrong things. But the most important is to remain humble in all that you do. As graduates in the field of social work for one of the top 10 graduate schools nationally, whether you are in community and social development or direct practice, there are expectations of you through giving of your time, through giving of your talent, and most importantly, your treasures, both to support the greater community, as an alumnus of MSSA to volunteer, to give back financially to help other students find their passion. And remember, to whom much is given, much is required. And a lot of people say, well, I got this debt, I can't, support the school. You can go online and give $5 a month. It doesn't have to be a lot. You can give a little bit because somebody gave for a lot of you to sit here. And on this journey, just again, you'll never walk alone on this journey because there are so many that have walked the path before you, so you can be where you are now. And as you go down that path over your lifetime, you should remember to reach back and bring someone else along. In closing, I'd like to thank my parents who are in heaven, looking down, who set the foundation for who I am. My sister, who's sitting here, my sister-in-law, Karen, and my godparents, Avon and Rosemary. But more importantly, my patient, kind and loving husband, Peter, who has been encouraging me and standing by me every step of the way. I leave you with a quote from Mark and Angel Chernoff. Purpose is the reason you journey. Passion is the fire that lights your way. Again, thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today, and congratulations to the best class ever, the 2014 class, MSAS class. Thank you.